What's up, guys? I was talking to a guy the other day, and years ago, his wife passed away due to complications from addiction. And it's just kind of a reminder how addiction, can take everything from you. And it won't be satisfied until you're dead and gone and buried, okay? And even then, from the grave, it grips the lives of those left behind. Now, you know that, I know that, everybody knows that, but it's different when you come face to face with that reality, when it really hits home for you. And this is the truth, guys, about medication assistance, Suboxone therapy, etc. Because there seems to be a lot of, I don't know why, hate, a lot of anger, animosity towards people who get treatment or who take a medication for treatment. And it just blows my mind because it's ridiculous, okay? The truth is that medication itself is not recovery, okay? And yes, the medication has problems, okay? It has the issues with dependence, withdrawal, etc. But if you can take something that gives you the time to work on those inner things in your life that you need to get right, it's worth it, okay? If it saves your life long enough for you to get on the right track, then it's worth it. Man, it's a shame that people have to go to AA meetings or NA meetings and they can't even tell them, that they're on treatment because they're afraid of the ridicule or being ostracized. We've got to get past the mindset that there's only one way to do things. And we've got to embrace the fact that, man, in this community, whatever works, works. And what works for you may not work for other people, but that's okay. It's funny because I'll have people comment how, they've been on Suboxone, time and time again. And every time they get on it, they hate it because they feel stuck on it. But at the same time, why do they keep going back to it? Because they keep relapsing when they're off of it, okay? So it's not a problem with the Suboxone, it's a problem with the addiction, okay? The addiction to opiates. And just because you're dependent on something, dependence being that you've adapted certain, physiological need to a medication that you have withdrawal, that is not the same as addiction. Addiction is something when you continue to do the same thing over and over again, even though it's harming, your physical life, your mental life, your spiritual life, even though it's robbing you of all the benefits of living life, you continue to use that substance. That's addiction, okay? So if you're taking a medication as prescribed for the use that it's intended, you're not addicted, okay? You might be dependent on it because you might have withdrawal. It may be difficult to stop, okay? So look, if you're on Suboxone and you feel like you've made great recovery and you feel ready to stop, but you can't just stop at cold turkey, right? Taper slow, go low and slow. You've got nothing but time, man, because you've gotten your life back, right? Work on those important things, relationships, family, meaningful work, okay? A lot of people search for happiness, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with happiness, but build, get your happiness from things that are meaningful. Not just things that give you a dopamine boost, okay? Because that's just pleasure. That's not like true happiness. And those things are good in the time frames that they're good for, etc. I don't know if I confused you on that one, but there's a place for that, I guess is what I'm saying. But true happiness comes from finding like meaning in your life and pursuing things that are purposeful and that outlasts you. And you'll never get to that point, right, if you're always chasing today's fix. So the truth about medication assistance is that it works for a lot of people, not for everyone. The truth is that if you're taking it as prescribed for the use intended, you're not addicted to it, you know. If you're not escalating your use, you're not stealing from your grandmother, you're not continuing to use even though you've got a heart disease that for whatever reason it's making worse, okay? The truth is you can taper off Suboxone with minimal withdrawal if you go low and slow, long periods of time when you're ready. The truth is medication assistance saves people's lives, okay? So bring on the hate. I'm ready. Guys, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Chris Park, family physician and addiction doctor, and this was not medical advice.